Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for mid-February 2024. We're going to jump right in here, and sure, we'll take both of these together. Why not? You have the shark and the oyster. I feel like there's something that you need to kind of go, like the shark card is a card of being direct, like going straight for something and not getting off your path. And that's kind of like the overall feeling that I get from your reading here, Capricorn, is that it's time for you to kind of like be direct and go straight towards something that you desire, something that you want to create. And I also feel it's almost like this reading is saying it's time for you to kind of reveal something to the world. And, that oyster card can represent kind of having a secret or, but not like we're not talking about like a secret. We're talking about, you have something to share that you should share, or you have some sort of skill that you could be displaying to the world that, you're not displaying to the world. So you have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is you. You're showing up in your first position in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and really allows you to get what you want from the reading. So that looks really good. She's very focused on that one pentacle there. So, it wouldn't surprise me if you were very focused on your pentacles or, if you were very focused on creating something that increases your pentacles. And the interesting thing as well is that you have the tarantula at the end. That tarantula card is about being at a crossroads or having a decision to make. It's like you've already made the decision though. I'll tell you why I feel that way in a minute, but mostly because of the moon card. Your crossing energy is a Seven of Swords. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. And again, the Seven of Swords, some people say it's lying, cheating, stealing, but really the Seven of Swords is a good card. It is a golden card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. And it's a card of tactics. And I think maybe that's the problem here. Let's say you have an idea here, Capricorn, is what I'm trying to spit out here. And you have an idea for your life, like a direction you want to move in, but you're not sure, and maybe you don't know what to do. It's almost like that's a feeling I get. Like, you want to do something, like you have a goal maybe or a direction, but you're not sure what this first step should be. The Seven of Swords, again, says be tactical or, think in a tactical way. It says, like, you don't have to necessarily, although I'm going to eat my words because, again, you have the shark card. The shark says just go for something, just go directly towards something. And the Seven of Swords basically says you don't have to be direct. The Seven of Swords says there might be a tactical way to approach something, which might be true with the shark as well. I think that what the shark is more saying is, it's saying like go directly for what you want, just go for it, whatever it is. But like how you get there doesn't really matter. And again, I didn't really show you this one either, the oyster. There's clearly something that needs to be revealed here. In the area of your thoughts, you have the moon. The moon can also represent a secret. So like I said, that oyster card represents a hidden secret. Oysters have pearls inside of them. So, this would be a good secret. This would be something that, that you're revealing to the world that could make you very successful. This is actually a crazy reading here, Capricorn. I'll tell you why as well. You have the oyster, which is like having a pearl, having something that needs to be revealed. You have the star, which says you have in your foundation, which says you have something inside of you that needs to come out. With the hermit has the star inside this lantern right here. And I always say with the hermit that he needs to shine his inner light. He needs to shine his star. So it's like an oyster. He's keeping his star hidden inside of his lantern, but really he needs to reveal something. And so this reading definitely represents you needing to reveal something. But again, take it how it resonates. This doesn't have to be literal. Maybe you're not literally revealing something. And as a matter of fact, maybe it's not literal. I think that for most of you, this is a demonstration. And here's what I mean by that. Like maybe your secret is that you want to start a business. A demonstration would be you going and doing it, right? You are demonstrating what your goal is. If this is love, you're going out there and dating, that would be a demonstration of the goal. And that's kind of like the word that's popping into my head here is that you are demonstrating something, or you need to, even if you are afraid. The moon can represent fears. We're all afraid of something. And so I feel for a lot of you, this is about needing to, kind of keep going down your path. In the area of your foundation, you have a star. The star literally says you have the skills. So I feel like you have the skills to be very successful. It's coming up in the area of your foundation. The star is like having a North Star or having like a big goal, having that one thing that you work towards that makes you very successful. And so I feel like there could be a lot of success coming in for you, again, if you put the work in, if you start working towards your goals, or if you start putting the effort in to accomplish your goals, then you will be successful. So I would just start putting the work in with the star card. And I would stay focused. There's definitely something here about focus. You have that shark card. The sharks, when you think about it, they're like single-minded. They go after food, and when they're locked onto the target, their food, they just go for it. And the star is like having a North Star, having something that you can aim at, having something that you can accomplish, and then just going and accomplishing it. And so I feel that you need to give yourself more credit, really, in this reading. Just in general, I think that you clearly have thoughts of building something or creating something or having something. That's how you're entering into the reading. And the star is saying, yes, you can have it very easily if you just start taking the steps, right? You have the Fool in your past. It is kind of weird. I am getting the word fool. That might sound ridiculous, but, again, I am just getting the word fool on this card. Sometimes I feel that the Fool can remind us of when we have been foolish. And maybe you are worried about like mistakes you've made in the past, or issues that you've made in the past, or problems that you've had. And I feel you need to release those things and realize that you have gained information, knowledge, you know what to do now. In this row, you have the golden egg here. And the golden egg is about revealing a message from your heart. So for a lot of you, and again, look at the imagery here. It's like another golden thing, pearl. I know they're not golden, but bear with me here. You have the pearl, you have the star, you have this, which is like being protected by this nest here. So it's almost like there is something very special inside of you that is trying to come out. But I feel, again, I keep getting the word demonstration. So I feel like it's some sort of demonstration of your skills, that is trying to be revealed through this reading. Or it's like the reading, the universe, whatever you want to say, is trying to get you to reveal some sort of skill in your world. And I think that whatever the skill is will get you unstuck, because you have the Hermit. Believe it or not, the Hermit is stuck at the top of that mountain. His feet might be frozen right here because it's a frozen mountain. And the story of the Hermit is that he's done some soul searching, he's found his inner light, and now he's stuck at the top of the mountain. And so this happens to a lot of people, I think, when they gain wisdom or knowledge. It's like enough to be dangerous, but maybe you're saying to yourself, you're thinking about past mistakes with the Fool, or you're thinking that you don't know what to do. But the Hermit, all he has to do is put that lantern down by his feet, and it will melt the ice, and he will be set free. So for a lot of you, it's like you just need to expose your wisdom to the world, or you just need to reveal your wisdom to the world, and that is the thing that will set you free, especially because I feel that you have been stuck for a little while here. Or maybe you feel like you haven't been making progress. You have been making progress, but I think you could be making. It's almost like you could be making a quantum leap here if you really wanted to, right? And even with you have the Vulture. The Vulture represents revealing wisdom. Everything I just said. So this reading is kind of like confirming itself as far as I'm concerned. But this card is about rebalancing. When you think about it, vultures are masters of conservation of energy. I always say that the vulture, if you've seen a vulture flying around, they just kind of like soar around. They don't flap their wings until they see food, so they don't waste their energy when they're looking for food. And, that I feel that's you. It's almost like maybe you feel like you haven't been moving, or maybe you feel like you haven't been making moves over the past years, but really I feel you've been conserving your energy. I feel really you've been just waiting for the right opportunity, and I'm thinking that you are about to, but this is an opportunity you've created on your own. Again, the Hermit, it says you've been through the dark night of the soul, you've learned something. Golden egg is like something from your heart. Then you have that oyster as well. In the area of your next few months, you have the Three of Swords. I actually feel like a deep healing going on here. So if you've been hurt or gone through some sort of breakup or a separation, or whatever the case may be, this could be you going through healing, or it's saying that you are healing from a situation that you went through. This could have been someone who had secrets or lies or something like that here. So, if you dealt with a situation like that, the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is really a card of forgiveness. I don't think you're like forgiving the person if that's what you went through. I think that you could just be, but you could be, we don't have to forgive the person directly is what I'm trying to spit out here. We can just forgive and move on. And, we can just, say that we forgive. And that's kind of what I think is going on here is you're going through healing. Why do I think that? Well, because In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Lovers. So definitely could be love coming in for you. Definitely could be a Virgo. You always have Virgo all up in your business. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a water sign. Could be a fire sign. You have like everything here. Could be anything. So, take it how it resonates, but definitely could be a very solid connection. I also feel, since this is coming up in the area of your closest relationships, that you could be meeting this person through a close relationship. So, again, if you are looking for love, I would make sure to spend time with friends, family. If people invite you to things, go, because that's probably where you're going to meet a person, based off of where this is showing up. This is also another card of the crossroads. Traditionally, the Lovers was the crossroads. You have the Tarantula as well, which is the crossroads. It's, again, I have not had a reading like this since I've been doing this with the animal cards, this style of reading like today, where all the cards are like confirming each other, in this way. It's kind of weird, but what I would say is that you maybe have a decision to make. I think that the choice that you make is pretty freaking simple. You have the golden egg, which represents your heart. You also have the Queen of Cups, which represents your heart. So I think as long as you're making decisions based off of what your heart is telling you to do, then things will go well. This is coming up in the area of your or I should say your future feelings. And so I feel like you're feeling pretty good. I feel like you're feeling like things are going your way. I feel like you're feeling supported and successful. And, I also feel, I get a weird driven feeling here, which Queen of Cups isn't necessarily driven. And, she doesn't really represent that. But, I do kind of feel very like supported, which maybe is making you feel driven because you're like feeling like things are going your way. Let's put it that way. But that looks pretty good. For your outcome, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on an adventure. Everybody gets these cards of going on an adventure and their outcomes. Even in just the past, I would say the 2024 readings, people had a lot of adventure stuff. So I would choose the adventure. I believe that we're in the new earth. Many great spiritual teachers talk about the new earth, but I think we're in it. It's already here. And I think we just have to fill it with our good ideas, our new ideas, our inventions, our happiness, our joy, like whatever it is. It doesn't have to be anything really important, or so that anything that seems important. It just has to be something. So I would encourage you to go on new adventures. But again, since we're in this new earth, we have new adventures we can go on. We just have to do it. You have the Tarantula, again, being at a crossroads. I feel you are at a crossroads having a choice to make. I would pick the new path, plain and simple. Lovers to me always says pick the new path if you are having a choice to make, if you are at a crossroads, if you do not know what to do. I would pick the new path. I think that'll be the most successful for you, and it will be an adventure as well. It'll be something exciting and new. Let's see. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. Again, there might be a person who has a better plan, is what I'm getting here. So, like, let's say you want to start a business. You don't even have to work with a person or team up with a person or anything like that. This could just be a person that you learn from, or a mentor, or a person's book that you read. I don't know. It's popping into my head. So, I have to say it. But I would say that there might just be a better plan. Or there might be, a person might have just like a different perspective even. It's kind of funny, I have the hangman popping into my head. So again, there might be like a new perspective. Like maybe you think that you need to build your business or your career or yourself or whatever in one direction, but then someone changes your perspective here. I don't know, I would stay open to that, or if that happens, I would look into it, because the new perspective, the new plan I'm getting here might be better. With the Moon, you have the Six of Wands, a lot of success, coming in for you. I know this already. I think that, as we move through this year, and definitely when we get to the end of the year, when Pluto officially moves into Aquarius, I think you're going to be feeling 1,000 times better. I think you're going to be feeling like you can be more successful and like you can accomplish great things and, all that other good stuff. So, it looks really good to me. I feel like you're finding a lot of success here. With the Star, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands kind of says, like, what are you waiting for? I think the whole entire reading basically says, what are you waiting for? You're clearly dreaming or thinking of doing something, and I feel like you need to do it. Like, I feel like you need to put the work in to, kind of expand, grow, build something in your life. Whatever the case may be. I also feel a lot of you are looking at something or thinking about doing something that's going to be very successful. But the thing is, like, you have to go and do it. So, that's what's going on here. I feel like you have to get a move on. With the Fool, you have the Justice card. And the Justice card is a card of balance and creating more balance in your life. I kind of, for whatever reason, I feel like this is people pleasing or something. I'm not saying you're a people pleaser all the time. I definitely don't think Capricorn is necessarily a people pleaser. So that's not really what I'm saying. But I do feel that maybe you are now kind of putting yourself first a little bit more is kind of the energy you get, especially here with the Hermit. It's like I kind of think we're in a time where some of us, especially us, spiritual people, it's like we need to say that our ideas are better. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of really crappy ideas in the world right now. And especially coming from, Klaus Schwab and, the WEF, all those evil bastards that are trying to tell us to do whatever they want, live in boxes, right? That sounds like a pretty freaking bad idea to me. So, what I would say here is I think that we need to say, our ideas are better. We do have better ideas. We don't need to listen to some, old, weird guy like who's probably eats babies, right? We don't need to listen to him. So I think that you need to fill the world with your ideas. With the Hermit, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a golden opportunity is what this is. But it's an opportunity you've created. It's something from inside of you. It's something that you want to do. Ace of Pentacles, all you have to do with the Ace of Pentacles is nurture it. That's it. That's all the Ace of Pentacles requires. I look at the Ace of Pentacles like a seed. You plant the seed, you water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, you take care of it, and if you do that, you will be very successful. Sorry, I almost just turned everything off. So let's not do that. But again, I think that there's something that you kind of have to nurture here with this energy because that will bring more success into your life. But this is like a golden opportunity. This is a good reading. With the Three of Swords, you have the Temperance card. It's like turning your pain into your purpose, type of energy here. So some of you, maybe you've learned some difficult lessons in life. Doesn't even have to be love. Could be whatever. And you are kind of, getting your gold. One of my favorite people of all time, Eric Thomas, hip-hop preacher, he says, at the end of pain is success. But most people just get to the pain. They don't get the success, right? So, I think for a lot of you, there is gold in the things that you've been through or the lessons that you've learned. You just have to get it. You just have to figure out what it is. What is the lesson? How can you teach it to other people? Or, whatever. So, I kind of feel like you're turning things around here. Looks really good. With the Lovers, you have the Page of Cups. We already know this. There's definitely new love coming in for you. This could be an admirer or someone that's already interested in you or you're already interested in. Like I said, wouldn't surprise me if it's like a friend, a person you work with. I would definitely say it's someone close to you because it's showing up in the area of your closest relationships. So, probably you meet this person through a friend if you want love. Again, we're talking here if you want love. If you want love, go hang out with friends and, all that other stuff I said. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands here. I feel like you need to stop making things hard. Like, I wouldn't, with that Seven of Swords especially, don't be thinking, how can I work hard at this? I would be efficiency. I know I always say this to you. I'm going to say it to you. If YouTube is still here in 20 years and I'm still reading over the next 20 years, I'm probably going to say it to you for the next 20 years. I would be thinking, how can I be efficient? How can I make things easier? Or, how can I remove friction? How can I make things more of a slip and slide? Like I talk about this all the time, right? I just dropped it, but I just dropped it again. Apparently that card is just gone. But, I talk about this all the time. How can you create more slip and slides in your life where things just kind of shoot through, where it's not like a grind, right? And that's what I feel that's talking about. With the Page of Wands, you have the Lovers. Definitely could be a fire sign coming in for you, but I do feel there is love, clearly, and funny that it comes up with that tarantula, the Crossroads card. So I feel like you're at a crossroads, but the choice is simple. I think the choice is for you to reveal whatever you're thinking about to the world. So there you go. We're pulling 5 main themes. You have this Escape card. I have a weird feeling here. Like, I feel like for some of you, like there was some sort of blessing in disguise in your over the past few years where you got out of something and maybe you were a little bit sad. Could have been a relationship, could be anything. And, I think you're seeing now how it was a blessing, how you escaped some sort of disaster or something could have been a disaster. Yeah, you have this versatility card. Everybody gets this card nowadays. Since we had this eclipse in Taurus, like in 2022. And since that time, the versatility, flexibility, that's been coming up like crazy. So if one way to do something doesn't work, just try something else. You have this manipulation card. This is a good card. It's like a card of manipulating energy. It's as above, so below. You can see these stars up here. So in the stars right here on his head. So it's kind of like as above, so below, or needing to use your powers of manifestation to get what you want, but also needing to work with the energy to get what you want as well. You have this flattery card. I I feel like you see something here about like the type of people you choose or something. It's like maybe you have a habit of picking people who are like distant, and it's like now you're attracting a type of person who's more who you see eye to eye with, or you're noticing a pattern. We all have a pattern, right? Not a criticism. All of us, we all pick a certain type of person, right? And it's almost like you're realizing that that type of person isn't good for you, and you're just picking something else. So I don't know. I like it. You have this originality card. Yes, definitely. I think your original idea here, Star, Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, everything we've talked about. You clearly have an original idea that is like a golden opportunity. It is something that is going to be very successful for you here, Capricorn. So love it. I would get to work. Looks amazing. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.